Hi guys, welcome to this next YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to explain a drill that you can do so you can master sloping putts. Now you can see I've got a left to right putt here. It's on a 2% slope, and if we want to hold this, we need to make sure that we're matching the correct line with the correct speed. If one of them is off, then we're probably going to miss the putt. The only way that we can actually hold a putt if one of them is off is if we accidentally push or pull the putt, which you obviously don't want to do, and it's inconsistent doing it that way anyway. So I'm going to show you a drill that you can get better at matching your line with your speed. That is the key to sloping putts. Let's do it. Just before we get into the video, if you can drop a like and hit the subscribe button, that will help me out massively. Starting to upload a few more videos now each week. Any ideas on videos that you want me to post, just drop it in the comment section below, and then I'll get that done for you. So just to explain a little bit about these lines and how a sloping putt actually works. This line here is the straight line of the putt. So from the ball to the hole, that's exactly straight. The middle line is the ball line, which is the curved line, and the line that we want the ball to roll on. And then the top line is our aim line. So this is set just on an optimal putt. Okay, so if I hit it on an optimal pace, optimal putt, it should follow this line and go in. Okay, let me try and demonstrate. Cool, there we go. So you can see that putt was on a pretty optimal pace. Started it on the line on the left. Due to the slope being on a 2% putt, the pace I hit it on allowed the slope to take it off of the aim line after the first third. Then it continued to break into the hole. So now you understand a little bit about how a sloping putt works due to that visual just there. What we're going to do now is go into the drill that you can do on the practice green, so you don't really need to spend thousands on a Putt-view or a ZEN green stage. You can do this drill on the putting green, and it will just allow you to ensure that you're hitting the right pace based on the putt you're choosing and based on the line you're choosing. Okay, so you can see here I've got 3 lines, and there are 3 aim lines. This line is our lowest aim line, then we've got the middle aim line, and then the highest aim line. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to hit 3 putts, and we're going to go through each putt. And that's what I recommend doing when you're on the practice green. Your first putt is going to be on the lowest line. Your second putt's going to be on the middle line, and the third putt is going to be on the highest line. Obviously when you're on the green you aren't going to have a projector, so what I've done is I've just laid out 3 balls there as our markings. We've got the low line, the middle line, and the high line. When you figured out kind of what the putt's doing, then you can place the balls relative to where the hole is and relative to what the slope is doing, and you can choose your low line, your mid line, and your high line. Okay, so it's best just to get to know the putt first. Place then your markers down like I have: low line, mid line, and high line. Now then we're going to have to hit each line. So the low line I'm going to have to hit harder. The middle line I'm going to have to hit a little bit softer, and the high line is going to be the die-in pace. And when you can get good at that, how you then bring that out onto the course is you're going to then judge the sloping putt you've got. So if I've got this putt, it's a fairly plain slope, so I'll probably just opt for the middle line, and that should always be the line that we opt for. Unless you have to play the firm line or the high line. The high line might be played if it was a serious downhill putt, so that you don't really want it to go too far past the hole. So then that's when you'll probably play the high line, because you're being quite careful. So due to you being careful, you'll then have to play that higher line because the slope's going to affect the ball more. And then maybe if you have an uphill putt and you want to be a little bit more aggressive, then you'd then, instead of going for the middle line, you'd aim a little bit lower. You'd go for the firm line, because maybe you've got an uphill putt and you want to be a bit more aggressive. You want to make the ball get to the hole, and you want to give yourself a chance. So give that drill a go. Just like I said, 3 balls is all you need: high line, mid line, low line. Get good at that, and when you get on the course, you're going to find sloping putts way easier.